It's time to learn about another one-tank trip. Today we're heading into the Nevada desert, not just any desert. We're exploring the legendary Extraterrestrial Highway. So joining us from Travel Nevada is Tracy Barnhouse, Chief Communications Officer, to guide us through what you can discover on just one tank of gas. Tracy, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Well, it's great to be talking with you again. So for this trip, we're focusing on the eastern side of the ET Highway. What can travelers expect on the drive up from Las Vegas?
Yeah, you're right. So the ET Highway actually is one big loop that we promote at Travel Nevada. We're focusing on the eastern side because you can do that easily in one trip from Las Vegas. It's, you go up the 93, there's a lot, like you said, you go into the desert. There's a lot of great landscapes and things to see along the way. It gets you out of your kind of bubble of the city and out into the desert. So we like to really talk about the landscape and all the great opportunities that are available out there once you hit the road. And there are some great things to see along that road.
Well, before you hit 375, you'll actually pass Pahranagat National Wildlife Refuge. What makes that a great spot along the way?
Yeah, so just about 90 miles north of Las Vegas, it's one of the United States National Refuge systems. And in the Paiute language, I think it's very beautiful. It means Valley of the Shining Water. And I think we all live here. We know that Nevada is not just desert. There are these wonderful water landscapes as part of our state as well. And it's a super fitting name. So along with that, you can find a lot of birds that migrate through the area. It's a great time of year right now to stop because the leaves are changing colors. It's a beautiful for photographers. And you can really see a lot of great birds who are migrating south for the winter.
Yeah, a lot of photo opportunities over there. Now, once you're on the ET Highway, there are some fun roadside spots. ET Fresh Jerky and the Alien Research Center. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, so Area 51 is part of this road trip. So you cannot go into Area 51. Highly do not do that. Don't try to do that. But the ET Highway kind of skirts around the border, and alongside that, on those roads, you'll find a lot of kind of quirky, fun shops that kind of lean into the alien culture that is out there. So ET Fresh Jerky is a great place to stop, maybe on your way back to Las Vegas for a snack. We have the Alien Research Center, which is full of souvenirs and has a closet hut with a big, huge alien out front. So another great photo opportunity for people, and just a lot of fun things to see and do along the road trip that kind of lean into that alien culture that we have in our state.
Yeah, and sort of piggybacking on the photo opportunities, everyone, of course, wants that photo at the Extraterrestrial Highway sign. Where is it, and what's the story behind it being so high up now?
Yeah, so when you turn onto 375, which is the ET Highway, you'll see a sign that says Extraterrestrial Highway. It's very high off the ground, as you mentioned, and that's because a lot of people like to put stickers on that sign. So the Department of Transportation put it really high so people can't do that, though people still do find ways to do that. So that is definitely worth a stop for a photo. I would recommend not trying to get a sticker up there, just take home the souvenir of the photo, and definitely something to do when you're on that road.
Yes. Can visitors also see the little alien and the Black Mailbox on one tank of gas?
So it depends on your car and the gas mileage, but it's only about 39 miles from the Alien Research Center to the little alien. It's a great place to stop for lunch and then make your way back to Las Vegas. The Black Mailbox is in between of those two, so you could do a little bit of both, again, depending on your gas tank and the mileage that you get with that.
Yeah, Tracy, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Always fun chatting with you.
Same, I always appreciate it.
There's so much to explore right here in our own backyard, even a few alien encounters. If you're lucky, you can plan your next Nevada adventure at travelnevada.com.